Hi guys, this is my last Tim Burton inspired Disney tutorial and this is Snow White. This was so much fun to do, a lot of detailing on body painting, and I got to eat this delicious red apple. Enjoy. So I've already drawn out where I want all my detailing to be, and I have applied foundation. So taking a white body paint, we're creating her collar, so fill in these little gaps on the side of the neck. We're going to highlight and shade this so it stands out a little bit more, and continue that on the other side. You need to make sure that this will connect up with the dress that you've drawn onto your body. This still gives us the Tim Burton like thin neck, but it's just a bit more detailing we're going to add. Now taking that same white, we're now going to fill in the eye. Again, like I say every tutorial, go upwards on the brow and don't push too hard or swipe across. This way it will keep the eyebrow intact and should cover over very well. The only regret I do have with this look is I used too much water in my water activated paint, that my eye got water and colour in it, so I kept blinking a lot. So just a word of warning, if you are going to do this, be careful how much water you put in your paint, and just be careful going over the eyes. I did check, everything was fine, and it did say rinse out, so once I finished I rinsed out, but everything was okay. But make sure you double check that before you use the paint. So now I'm taking a water activated black paint to fill in the background of my neck. As you saw, it did drip down, but don't worry too much because we will cover it over. Again, I made the same mistake and added too much water. Go over the areas again if you need to, if they're just too light. I found with adding too much water, it did make it a bit too light. So once you've done the other side, you can now start filling in the dress. So I'm taking this navy blue water activated paint and filling in the bottom part of her dress. As you can see, I've already corrected the drip mistake, but it's actually created a really nice shadow effect, which is what we're going to do later on anyway. If you're going to body paint with bright colours, I would suggest water activated paints, as they don't stain the skin as much as other water activated paints. It's quite hard. These are children's water active paints, whereas the professionals, some of the blue shades, red shades and pink shades do stain your skin. So here I'm just applying a light blue colour all over my shoulders. This creates the kind of puffy sleeves that she has on her dress. So the paints that I've used for this whole kind of series has been the Snazzaroo paints, which are actually children's paints, but they are so much better than the cheaper alternative. I have used a few of the Mayron paints, but again they do stain and they are slightly harder to remove. So here I'm just taking a red and creating her kind of slits on her puffy sleeves. Now I'm just taking a smaller brush to create more of the tips on the slits on her sleeves. Now taking a black water activated paint and a liner brush, we're going to create very small rounded lips. This is slightly different from everything else, and we're now going to create this line effect going upwards to create more of a smile. Her lips are much more rounder in the picture that I was looking at, and she does have a beauty spot, so create that. It's very small, so a Q-tip wouldn't have worked here. So again, taking that liner brush, we're going to create a line around the eye and fill in this kind of eyeshadow area as well. Again, it's slightly easier with a thin liner brush because it should give you a bit more control, but if you want to, you can always fill this in first and then fill in the white of the eye. Don't forget to add some eyelashes. Not every look in this series has had eyelashes, but some of them do. Now don't forget to create that thin line around the rest of the eye. Now with your Q-tip, you're going to create your pupil like always, dipping it in some water activated paint and then applying a thin layer of powder on top. Now you're going to be creating that little V in your neck with shadow, so we're now shading. So this is just a light brown, so just deepen it up where the deeper areas are, and don't forget to blend out. I'm now putting shadow underneath a new collarbone that I've created in this space. Don't forget to create that cleavage shadow because all Disney princesses seem to have a cleavage. Make sure you leave a gap between the cleavage marks and the dress. This way it gives you much more of a visible cleavage and you can create a little bit more shadowing. Now here we are, we're going in with the little shadow in the depths of the neck to kind of deepen the collar that we've created on our own neck. Now taking a white, we're going to create some highlighting. So place this over the high points of the dress and on the high points of where the boobs are. And don't forget to blend out. With water activated paints, this is really cool because when you apply the white, it actually just lightens that colour. So you don't get this white line, you more or less get this white, blue or black or red colour. So now I'm just highlighting the areas on the actual body and then I'm going to blend this out. This is much easier with a finger, just to rub it across. And there you have it. This has been my Snow White tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you're not, and leave a comment down below what you thought. And I'll see you in my next video, which is a brand new series of more gore, horror, and a lot more kind of medical effects. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye!